Welcome back to the Rules of Robbins. Today, we are not just watching highlights. We are absorbing the very essence of the Tony Robbins Unleash the Power Within experience. This is the blueprint for transformation, drawn from a global gathering of over 60,000 people from 156 countries, all committed to one thing: escaping mediocrity and claiming their destiny. The first rule Tony gives us is to recognize that most of our lives are controlled by invisible, unconscious patterns. Stop thinking that the limitation is you. It is simply a pattern, and patterns are easy to change. But there is a second, often ignored pattern we must master: the seasons of life. If you can learn to thrive and succeed during the winter of your life, when resources are low and the environment is harsh, you will undoubtedly succeed during the rest of the year. Tony's promise is this: anyone can deal with a difficult today if they have a truly compelling tomorrow. This belief is the fire, and the deepest rule is that the inferno that burns brightest is always the human spirit. The two laws of fulfillment. Life is expecting two things from us above all else. Number one, we must grow. Growth is the evidence of life. Stagnation is the beginning of the end. And number two, when we grow, it gives us something to give. This act of contribution is not just a nice thing to do. It is the fundamental source of meaning in life. If you want to change anything, whether it's breaking boards or breaking limitations, the first step is total focus. But it must be focus on what you want, not what you fear. Because we know the universal rule: wherever focus goes, energy flows. If you focus on your debt, debt grows. If you focus on solutions, solutions emerge. Mastering meaning and emotion. Tony reveals that the two true forces that control everything in our experience are meaning and emotion. The suffering you feel comes entirely from the meanings you've made up about events. The solution? Get out of expectation. You must trade your expectations for appreciation. In that single moment of true gratitude, your whole life can change. Understand that human momentum is forward motion with emotion. Your feelings are not random. They create energy. And that energy is the fuel required to close the gap between where you are and where you truly want to be. This transition requires three things: go all in, be resilient, and believe in the possibility of you. The power of standards, the secret to life. The deepest secret to long-term change is radical. Raise your standards. This is where the magic happens. You have to turn your shoulds, things you think you ought to do, into absolute musts. When something is a must, your brain stops looking for excuses and starts finding a way. When you are so relentlessly committed, when you simply refuse to give up, that is the moment the universe responds to your will. Everything you ever wanted shows up, and you make the quantum leap to a new level called outstanding. The truth that sets you free in this state is simple: I am good enough, smart enough, and strong enough to be abundant in every area of my life. This belief is already within you. The rules of the future. Let us leave this experience with three ultimate rules. May we not hate, may we not blame, and may we all forgive just a little bit more. There is a greater power inside of you that this world cannot stop. You came here to become something greater, and it doesn't matter who doubts your life when your life is highly favored. We must embrace our gut and our heart. This is where innovation happens. When we get too stuck in our head, we are dead. The ultimate reframe is to believe that life is always happening for us, not to us. Even the pain had a higher purpose. It made you grow, expand, and care more. The solution is in your heart. Everything you are looking for in the future is already in you. You want to achieve success to feel joy or pride, but you've had those feelings before. Awaken them now within yourself. This is you unleashed. Conclusion: the Rules of Robbins. This deep dive into the Unleash the Power Within framework is your manual for sustained excellence. Remember, turn your shoulds into musts, focus on solutions, and trade expectation for appreciation. If you are ready to make this transformation a permanent reality, hit the subscribe button now and join the community dedicated to living by the Rules of Robbins. Your destiny is not waiting. It is demanding your action. Go be outstanding.